Hey guys, back at it again. So, definitely, stage one is literally dismantling everything, getting it ready for powder coating or paint. Um, I suggest powder coating because it's gonna get damaged, and powder coating actually lasts a lot longer than paint. As you can see, the paint on this has just been scuffed up due to poor ownership, or maybe the guy did something crazy to it. I'm not really too sure. If anything, I think he scratched it off just to put these like little adhesive on there. But definitely, I'm taking everything majority off. I need to pop off the front fork, take out the rear motors, but that's really easy and all that. So I still kept his stock parts around. Oh yeah, the garage is clean now. Took me 3 days to clean everything out, rearrange some stuff. I'm still getting rid of some junk here too. But yeah, I'm still keeping some of his stock parts that he still relatively have, just for cross reference wise. I'm still waiting on Tronic to finish their new design of their whole enclosure for something, or if anything I might have to go custom on that. I still have the Jetsons kind of spared out. My Roadrunner, I rarely ride this because it's not my whole intention of this Roadrunner is not to be modified. But anyways, back to the main thing. Now, I kept his stock parts relatively. I'm not keeping his thumb throttle because I'm getting rid of that shenanigan, and I'm going with the custom thumb throttle myself. These are just some cheap ones that I could care less. This is a voltage meter. I do need a voltage meter, but at the same time, I'm going with the key one, so I have a safety procedure. Yeah, so a voltage meter and a key, just so it's kind of like a fail-safe whenever I park the vehicle somewhere and then people just can't start it up for no fucking reason. So that's one thing. And plus I need a voltage meter so I can get accurate reading. I'm riding this without no voltage meter, so I'm guessing where my battery is. But I know for a fact I got like close to about 30 range. If I'm doing average speeds, about 25 to 30. Also, I recently got let me cover my address. I recently got my dual front fork suspension from Falcon PVE. They just shipped it out from Singapore, and it came almost within like 3 to 4 days, surprisingly, for getting through customs and all that. But definitely, Falcon PVE, they support the aftermarket upgrades for the Fido and probably the Roadrunner too. It's very, very similar in model-wise, components-wise, same thing also. So I can't install those parts until I get this whole thing stripped off, dropped off, and get it powder coated or painted, and that's when I can start slapping on all the goodies. But the paint is the biggest thing. Honestly, if this guy didn't do all these crazy shenanigans to it, then I would have never really taken the paint. I would just leave it black. But since he's done so much like scuff marks on it and probably dropped it a couple times or whatever he did, it's definitely needing a new makeup look on it. So I'm gonna get this all stripped out, take out the front forks, and then we're gonna go to one of the powder coating shops or somebody who's big enough to have an enclosure to paint the whole frame itself. One thing about powder coating is that you can powder coat it. It's just if your oven's big enough to bake it. So the only place that I really know around here that has a big enough oven is called Madera's Powder Coating. I'm not sure how much they'll charge. If anything, I just gotta bring it to them and say, hey, how much you guys can charge for this, and get it painted this certain color.
A few moments later.
So it's filing ready. Got a little bit of adhesive on here, but I threw some glue gun on there and scraped it off with a wire brush and all that. But if anything, they'll get the rest of it. I did rinse it off, so it's kind of wet right now, but it is ready to go. If anything, I'm gonna go to the shop and then all that, get a quote and see how much they'll do this for. But definitely, it was kind of a bitch to take off the front wheels themselves, but there's like a little lock, and then it was colliding with the shape of itself, so you can't pull the lock out. But luckily, all you gotta do is just get some force grip and then just lock it in and wiggle it out, and you'll get the locks out. So definitely, I'm not sure about these bearings and all that. Not sure you're supposed to take them out, but if anything, I'll ask them to see if they can cover these up, and pretty much lock and load it.